Good morning, trainers. Today we'll be discussing my evil team, Team Leaker. In the Trinixie region, the evil team is separated into two factions. The White Masks and the Shadow Masks. And they take on a conquistador theme. Over here, the White Masks are typically protesters, conspiracy theorists, and just the world's going to end. Okay? Whereas the Shadow faction is more hacking drones, hacking into security systems, and just causing all kinds of chaos. The Powder faction just picks up on leaks and just trying to figure out what's going on so they can share it with the world. They're looking for conspiracies, trying to warn people about what's going on in the dark webs, what's going on behind closed doors, and just all that kind of stuff. However, in Trinixie, it's sort of based on the lower the southeast United States and upper Caribbean and the Yucatan Peninsula, where you've got the Chicxulub Meteor and the Bermuda Triangle. So, there's a lot of, up the coast, right here, you'll find a lot of ghost stories. There's at one point, you'll find there, and right around here, there's a campus. That's actually one of the first places you find Team Leaker. They're blocking the path, but it's the Powders that are blocking the path. Now you will be going to the campus several times because as you progress, the campus is where you'll be taking most of your classes. There are different wings that open up, and you'll have access to more buildings the more courses you have. So, there's a science wing, there's a medical wing, there's a psych wing, and so there's a sports wing. So, the more you go, the more you'll have access. The more gyms you challenge, the more. Anyway, as far as the Mime faction or Powder or whatever, what they focus on is urban legends. There's a theory that they have that humans evolved from Pokemon and aliens. Yes, they strongly believe in aliens. There are facilities where this data stores data that they can draw these conclusions, like the space station, like the fossil research laboratory, and just with all the ghost tales and the Trizone, plus some of the legendaries really do add to that conspiracy theory, where there are 3 fossil legendaries. Technically they're mummies, which at one point you'll have to encounter Team the Powder Faces, let's call them, the Powdered Mask, and they're protesting with the information. Oh no, these things, we're trying to get these Pokemon alive because we want to study how our ancestors evolved with the aliens. And then there's a few things that go wrong with it because of the Dark Masks. Okay? And then they end up being the legendary wandering trio like Suicune and Articuno, that kind of thing. He's got his little flag. At one point the Shadow faction hacks into an offshore refinery, as there's a legendary hidden below that. And with everything that's going on, there's just the main, and it's just, once I introduce the legendaries, you'll see a lot more of what the story goes. And then the Shadow, how you get, once you finish beating the Elite Four, you gain access to this portion of the island, and you're capable of going to this side of the island where the Interpol high security facility is. And then there's another island here where there's a complex challenge. And then you finally, after you've beaten an Elite Four, plus an island that works like a battle frontier, but you only battle 6 trainers, each with 3 types. Each has a different challenge you have to face. Then you come up to an island where the champion resides. But she's not in the typical attire you recognize her in. You find her at her computer. Plastered across the walls are newspapers with pins and red strings all over the place. She drops her iron mask, and it's just you And because it's just you and Looker, she's bashful. She's not socially adept. So she sees Looker and she gets a little bashful, to say the least. As if he really does look like his profile. And it's just... Oh yeah. The Shadow faction uses drones. They hack into drones. And whether they're scout drones or military drones, the drones are ready to attack. The drones carry carry Pokeballs with them. So, yes, drones autonomous drones or remote controlled drones are a trainer class here. But the reason you go to that island is because it's the Champions Challenge. Okay, that's part of the story, but that's besides the point. However, you find out that the one behind what you think the person behind the initial person behind the leakers is Farah, a Steel-type champion. But she's not the one who hacks the Pokecell, who hacks the system, who hacks the battle network, or the battle archive, and she hacks the satellites to gather information and to gather research, because part of it is she is sort of there to protect the region as this champion, but she's just this timid, you could say, early or late teens, early 20s. So she's frantic. She's hysterical at times. If she's not battling, she's hysterical. And then you've got the Interpol high security facility gets hacked. There's a jail breach. Zerosic, Getsis, and a few others escape. Yeah, all this to bust them out. The one behind this, Giovanni. Peace out, y'all.